So, how do you give an AI a memory? And I don't just mean a chat log. I mean a real, persistent, intelligent memory that lets it actually learn and recall things. Well, today we're going to dig into the architectural blueprint for exactly that by taking a close look at AgentCore's memory strategies.
Let's just start with the most fundamental question, right? When you're talking to an AI, how does it sift through all the noise to find the signal? How does it figure out what's actually important enough to hold on to from your chat and what it can just, forget the second you close the window?
Because that's the default state, isn't it? A kind of digital amnesia. Raw conversations are just a stream of data floating by, and without a deliberate system, a real plan in place, any key insights or preferences, poof, they're just gone forever. I mean, the source material is crystal clear on this. If you don't specify any strategies, long-term memories just don't get made.
And that system, that architectural solution to this problem, is what AgentCore calls memory strategies. This is the actual blueprint for building an AI that can remember. So what is a memory strategy, really? Well, according to the source, it's a configuration that automatically captures and saves key ideas from your conversations. The key word here is plan. This isn't just a passive recording of every single word. It's an active, predefined game plan for what to remember and how to remember it. Okay, so when you actually go to implement these strategies, you, the architect or the developer, you run into a classic choice. It's a trade-off that comes up in basically every engineering field, that constant balancing act between convenience and control. You've got convenience on one side of the spectrum, right? That's your managed, pre-optimized solution that lets you get up and running super fast. And then, on the other side, you've got total control, where you can build a completely custom tailored system from the ground up. The cool thing is AgentCore gives you options all along the spectrum. And this slide lays out those choices perfectly, using a fantastic analogy, building a house. So all the way on the left, you've got the built-in strategy. Think of this like buying a prefabricated home. It's all set up for you automatically. The catch? You've got limited flexibility, and it comes with higher storage costs. Now, in the middle, we've got built-in overrides. This is like customizing that prefab home. You can start tweaking the prompts to fine-tune how it remembers things, which starts to lower your costs, but you're still living on AgentCore's managed infrastructure. And finally, all the way to the right, you've got self-managed. This is your full-blown custom architectural build. You have complete control, the lowest possible storage costs, but you're the one who has to manage all the infrastructure. All right, so let's pop the hood on that convenient, prefabricated option for a second. What's actually happening behind the scenes when you just choose a built-in strategy? It all really boils down to this three-step process. First up is extraction. This is where the system acts like a magnet, pulling out those useful nuggets of information from the short-term chat. Then comes consolidation. And this is the really smart part. It decides, hey, is this a brand new memory, or should I just update one I already have? And finally, there's reflection. This is where the higher-level thinking happens. It starts generating these powerful insights by connecting the dots across lots of different conversations. So how does it control all those steps? It's not magic. And this is really the key. As the source says, each step is defined by a system prompt. What that means is there's a prompt that combines specific instructions to guide the AI's logic with an output schema that tells it exactly how to format the result. It's a very structured, very engineered process. So when you start putting all of these pieces together, the choice between control and convenience, those built-in processes, the prompt-driven steps, you end up with an incredible toolkit. So let's look at how you can use all that to create your final build, a truly custom memory system. So what's in this toolkit right out of the box? Well, you get a bunch of powerful, pre-built strategies. You can capture semantic memory. That's the what of a conversation, the facts and concepts. You can track user preferences. You can generate summaries, or you can even store episodic memories about specific events. Every single one is a ready-to-go tool in your arsenal. And this slide right here, this might be the most powerful feature in this whole architecture. You do not have to pick just one path. The source makes it really clear that you can mix and match. A single memory can use both built-in and self-managed strategies at the exact same time. Just imagine using a pre-built strategy for simple stuff like user preferences while running a totally custom, fine-tuned process for your core business knowledge. That is the ultimate in flexibility. Which leaves us with one final thought to ponder. We've just walked through the architectural blueprint for giving an AI a reliable, long-term memory. So when an AI's memory is perfectly designed, what does it become? What kinds of new capabilities get unlocked? That's something to think about. Thanks so much for tuning in.